And Real Sports Live, we're back to the action here, and it's going to be the 26-4A win and in fourth place seeding. It's the visiting Ingleside Mustangs taking on the Corpus Christi Miller Bucks. The Lady Bucks right now have a runner on third. And due to the time change is why we started a little late, so I apologize for that. For us coming in a little late, but we are here and we'll be providing live footage here for you all for the game. There's two outs right now in the bottom of the second. Ingleside got on with a couple of walks and an RBI single, and I'll get that personnel who brought those in. Right now the Bucks are threatening with a runner on third, and Maria Benavides is up to bat, number 2 for the Bucks. Strike one, finds the outside corner. And the right fielder and the center fielder defensive change there for coach from Ingleside. Ball one low in the turf. Good block there by the catcher. Evens up the count at 1 apiece. Prevents a runner from coming down to tie this ball game up. It's only a 1-run game in favor of the Mustangs. One and one on the count on Mariah. Here is the pitch. Off speed, changeup, 2-1 on the count. Now Mariah's just looking to put this ball hard, hit it hard somewhere, put it in play, make something happen, maybe an error, what have you, tie the ball game up. 60 feet away from tying this game up here and the winning in game. Ball's hit hard, but he's hitting the 5-6 hole. That's going to get there, and that's going to tie up this ball game. Mariah Benavides with an RBI single. Brings in a run. And that's the little spark that the Bucks needed right there. Now with a runner on first, 1-1, 1-1 that is. Once again, this game has playoff implications, meaning it's winning in. You lose, you snooze. You don't make the playoffs. And so that's what these girls fight all district and pre-district games in the tournaments 8-10 in this early spring. And here we are coming to the final game here. Mary Guzman hits it over third scoops it, shoots it at first, and gets the third out. But not until some damage is done. The Bucks score one, tie it up. Headed now to the top of the third. Ingleside coming up to bat. Switch that. And with that said, we'll be right back. Real Sports Live after this.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
And Real Sports Live, we're back to the action here in the top of the third inning. And leading things off is number 7 here. Top of the order for the Mustangs. Strike one in there. This is Bethany Aceves, the shortstop. Ball in the dirt, in the turf, that is. One on the count. Just off the plate there. Mary Guzman in there. Pitching in the circle for the Bucks. This one sharply hit over the left side. That's going to get to the wall. And she'll go one. She'll go two-bagger right there on the double. Leads things off right here. Second baseman now batting. Number 2, Samantha Jurkovic. There we go. Bunted up foul. Brings the ball. No balls, one strike. Jurkovic. There we go. Here's the pitch. Inside corner, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Mary has her shot, and here's the pitch. Rise ball. Brings it 1-2 on the count. I'll check right now. I'll check right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hold on. Here's the pitch. That's going to hit her a little too much inside. So Samantha will be hit by pitch. Brings up the pitcher now, number 3, Audrey Castillo. No outs. Runners on first and second for the Mustangs. Now Bethany, any hard hit to the outfield will probably get on that Mustang herself. Saddle up and try to score there for the Mustangs because it's a tied game right now. Ball one low in the turf. Good stop there by Giselle Salinas, the catcher, preventing any Mustangs advancing to the next base. And the pitch swung on and missed. With that swing, she was looking to hit that over there, John Paul II, where they're doing some spring football, it looks like, or soccer. Whatever the case is, she was trying to knock that ball over there into that field. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch. Has her skating on there in the box. One ball, 2 strikes. Hit up the middle. Shortstop gets it, touches second, shoots it at first, not in time, but does get an out by herself there. Puts runners at the corners on the fielder's choice now. Elena Adame now batting, the catcher. with runners on the corners here. Backdoor curve just misses for ball one. Hit off the end of the bat over to first. First thought about going home, but she touches first and gets an out. Gives up a run, though. And now puts the runner now on second over there for Eliana Rodriguez. Now 2-1 ball game in favor of the Mustangs. Jocelyn Garza comes in to run, courtesy runner there. I got it. I got it. You're good. Thank you. Strike one in there. Joe Gomez assisting me. Strike two on the outside corner on Ileana. Bit outside there. That's hit off the end of the bat. Rolls it on over and out at first. Bang, bang play right there. And the coach is going to call time. He's going to call to the base umpire and say, I want you to go and review that with the home plate umpire. So let's see what happens right here as the home plate umpires come together and discuss this matter. Final call is out, and but damage is done. The Miller Bucks are now down 2-1 in the top of the third inning. The Mustangs do capitalize and score a run there. But with that said, we'll be right back. Real Sports Live for the Miller Bucks coming up to bat in the bottom of the third inning.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get.
And we lost footage here. And let me get this back on here. Apologize for that. Just a slight change of the camera. Maybe some movement, too much movement. And we're back. Now batting is Janelle Amardillo. 1-1 in the count here in the bottom of the third inning. Hit hard right up the middle. And Janelle is going to lead things off with a single right here. Brings up now the top of the order in Zeta Rojas. Left fielder. That was the second baseman leading things off here. In the third. So with a runner on first. Ball's going to get by the catcher. Janelle advances on over to second. And now, runner in scoring position for Zeta Rojas. That's going to be a foul ball off her foot. Brings count even to one apiece. Shows bunt, puts a bunt down, on over the third. Third gets it, shoots it at first. Nice scooping play by the first baseman for the out. But the sacrifice moves her over right there. And the first baseman comes up to bat with one out. And a runner 60 feet away. And that's Zeta on over at third. Correction, Janelle Armadillo at third. Hit on over to second. Shoots it at first. And there's an out. Out number 2. Infield was playing up. And Armadillo stays on over at third. With 2 outs now, brings up the catcher, Giselle Salinas, trying to help out her team and tie this ball game up. And good at bat here in the box for the Miller Bucks. Gets under this one, hits it high in the sky. Shortstop, second baseman. It's going to drop. It's going to drop. There is an error right there, miscommunication. And because of the miscommunication, the coach is even out. He's talking to his girls, say, you need to call it, make the catch. And with that, the ball game is now tied on the error. So Coach Moffitt over here talking to her girls, saying you got to keep it going. Keep up this motivation. Brings up now the right fielder, number 1, Isabela Campos. Campos trying to get things going here. That's the battery. She advances on over to second. On the pass ball there, or on the drop ball it is. So she advances on over to second right there. Campos with a runner in scoring position, trying to get the lead right here for her Bucks. Takes ball too high. Here's the pitch. 2-0 on the count. She takes her hack at it. I don't know, Moffitt maybe gave her the green light, or Isabella felt like this is a pitch I could drive. In this instance, you want to have something you can really drive it out to the outfield and get a chance for Giselle to come around and score. And here's the pitch on 2-1 on the count. Hits it on over, just foul, off the hands of Moffitt. Evens up at 2 apiece. Yeah. Moffitt is shaking off that hand as it hit her pretty hard there in that on the left hand. Ball 3 in the dirt. And Giselle takes off the third, and she's going to make it. Follow the action. And that's ball 3. Joe is inside the exciting game going on right now, huh? Yeah. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Coach Moffitt talking to Isabella, saying remain calm. Take your hats only if it's a good strike. A walk is just as good as a hit. Puts the runners on the corners. And then that would bring up Raven Barron, the third baseman. Got to remain patient in the box. Coach Moffitt brings that energy to her Miller Bucks. I've seen her over the years coaching here, and I always talk about it when I get to broadcast her games. Inject so much energy and motivation to this team. Here we are, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hits it right past Moffitt, almost doing a little hacky sack move at third. Almost took off one of the those Adidas. Almost took off one of the 3 stripes from the Adidas shoe of Coach Moffitt. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes. Campos a little ahead of that one, pulls it. And we're going to do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here is the pitch. Sharply hit over at third. That's going to be fair. Safe at first. And there's going to be a run coming home. She tags her at first. And now she's out. But damage is done. A run does come in right there. And the Bucks score, making it now a 3-2 game. And with that, Real Sports Live will be right back after this.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down to Staple Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staple Street brand sausage, featuring our new authentic family recipe for pony spices. Check out our weekly specials. Your one-stop shop for everything you need for your next barbecue: ice, charcoal, wood, and adult beverages. We are your local football headquarters. Look for our new location coming early 2022 at 7418 South Staple Street. We're a proud advertiser.
At Real Sports Live, we're back to the action in the top of the 4th inning. Ingleside coming up. Down a run, 3-2 in favor of the home team, the Bucks. Ball went outside. But the Mustangs scored one last inning, so they're looking to try to do that here in this instance as well. Takes ball 2 outside, and batting right now is Victoria Uribe Vela, leading things off, number 5. Two balls, no strikes. Three and 0 on the count now. Three and 0 on the count. And that's ball 4. That'll put a runner on. Mason Agnew now bats. I hope we're saying her name correctly. She is the DP of the game. I'd like to welcome all the viewers coming on here on Facebook World, a little over 70 viewers. And for the winning in game, the 26 4A rankings, you win, you're in, you lose, you snooze. And that's what you battle for all preseason tournaments, and then into district race. Last time I got to do this game here at Cabinets, it was a very intense game between the Mustangs and the Bucks. The Bucks pulled it off. And here we are now. Strike one. The week of the playoffs. Week of the playoffs starts this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I know some games have already been set. Looking forward to having the opportunity to broadcast some games and do some play-by-play for you. This ball hit high and back and goes into the stands, into the Ingleside stands. Brings the count now, no balls, 2 strikes. Hello, Rosie Cantu, watching all the way from the Rio Grande Valley in Cauchelsa. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Home of La Máquina, that's right. Joe Gomez asks, is that La Máquina? The chispas of La Máquina over there. This ball hit hard to left field, goes back to the left fielder's glove. And is caught there. Joe's watching the action here with me. Yeah, the father-son tandem was broken up due to the fact that my son had to stay in school. The game was set to start at 6 o'clock. But then ended up moving because of some weather predictions. I think CCISD became meteorologist. Or they called a news station, found out it was going to rain. I'm not too sure. Either way, moved the game up to 4 o'clock. Bunt put down there by Davila, and is out at first. Advances a runner over to second base. Galia Davila looks a little shaken up over there. Coach is looking at her, and the trainer comes out. So with that, we'll take a quick break. Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
And Real Sports Live, we're back to the action. And Galia's okay, so we want to make sure the safety of our student athletes is first and foremost, and she's good. Checked out by the trainers. Now batting is Kaylee Bullard. Takes ball one there. Just hit foul in front of the coach, between the coach and the third baseman, in foul ball territory. So thank you on behalf of Real Sports Live, coming to you live into your house or wherever you're streaming at. Off-speed pitch, pulls the yo-yo, swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes though. I don't know why she's not supposed to go to first yet. Count still 1 ball, 2 strikes. I think Kaylee said, hey, I'm going to take advantage. If it's strike 3, I'm going to make it on over to first before she throws me out. See a big old smile on her face as she trots back to the box. She made a little mistake. No big deal there for Kaylee. Big smile. Knocks that out of the park there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Off speed. Hit high in the sky. Center fielder converges. And is not going to make the catch. The ball drops right out of her glove. Good attempt, though, by the center fielder. And you couldn't ask for anything else out of her. I want to say that's Mariah Benavides over there in center field. And this will tie up the ball game. And put a runner over first, and that is going to be an awarded base hit because not a routine fly ball. RBI. Bullard comes out big right there, hitting it over to center field. Off speed, finds the outside for a strike. This one hit high to the left side, goes back, and is secured for out number 3. Damage is done, though. The Mustangs climb on their big old Mustang and run the racetrack and score a run, making it now 3-3, headed now into the bottom of the 4th inning. And we'll be back for the Miller Bucks. Real Sports Live. We'll be right back.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
And Real Sports Live, we're back to the action. Leading things off is the third baseman, number 18, Raven Barron. Strike one taking the inside corner. Chris Tomlinson kicking on in from K3, that is. Newsman. How you doing, Chris? Shout out from the host with the most amount on the planet, Chris V, and Joe Gomez here. One and one on the count. And that one goes foul back. So that's 1 ball, 2 strikes in the count in Baron. In the circle there is Audrey Castillo for the Mustangs. And here's the pitch. Baron drives that right past Coach Moffitt's back. Almost pulled off that chongo. We already pulled the stripe off their Adidas shoes there. One thing, Coach Moffitt's glasses did not move. I'm going to give her that. Her sunglasses are still on at this time. Foul ball. Headed back to the station and they'll be watching. And we'll keep you updated there, Mr. Thomason. Thank you very much for that. From Channel 3 News. The Sportscast News, that is. One and two in the count. She has her sign. Here's the pitch. Rise ball. Misses. Baron stays disciplined off that pitch. Two and two in the count now. Sharply hit. Trying to knock the sunglasses off Moffitt. She goes down like in. How low can you go? And she got down pretty low right there, getting out of the way of that foul ball. Struck right at her. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the count. And here's the pitch. That one bounced up, hits her in the knee. And that'll be hit by the pitch. So Baron will advance over to first. And as you can know, as everyone knows on Real Sports Live, this is an absolutely free app to be watching, streaming, thanks to our sponsors who provide the opportunity to have free streaming. So any other links that are coming on there, I appreciate you all not to click on those. Watch out for scam artists. And I appreciate no links being shared on here. Thank you very much. Now batting is Zia Rojas. Ball one there. Usually Coach Moffitt has the Rojas sisters batting back-to-back. Usually Zeta and then Zia. And today's lineup, Zeta's batting first, and Zia still stays in the same spot here in the 6-hole. Hits this back into the netting. Brings the count now 1 apiece. It's a little gloomy out here, Joe. I mean, the clouds are moving. But still, as always here at Cabinets, it's always that wind blowing out from the southeast towards the northwest, I guess you can say. I'm not a meteorologist, but I just more or less assuming using the Apple Watch. Sharply hit to the third base side. That's going to be a base hit. Past the outreach of the third baseman right there. Brianna Adame. So when that base hit and 1 out, that puts runners now on first and second. Correction with no outs. So the Mustangs called time right here. They're going to bring it on in. And this is the assistant coach said, hey, look, you know what, Audrey, you need to settle down. He just gave her a fist pump, and that speaks volumes right there as a coach. You go calm your girl down. Say it's going to be okay. Trust your defense. Hey, it's a 3-3 ball game. We can do this together. So that's all it takes as a head coach. Sometimes you see coaches go out there and they're just yelling at the top of their lungs, and they know they made mistakes, and they just got to overcome it. Then you got Coach Moffitt over there encouraging her girls. Runners on first and second, telling her batter and the next batter coming up on deck there. which is Mariah Benavides, says, hey, calm down. Let's be aggressive with the bats. You see that fastball. Let's jump on it. Let's score some runs. And so let's just see what happens right here. Who's going to win this little chess match right here? But I got to give some props to the umpire. This is the second umpire, Joe, that I've seen them bring out the little brush and dust off the home plate, the little black pebbles. I mean, I'm very impressed. I got to hand it, it's a round of applause. Y'all can't see me clapping, but it's a round of applause for the umpire in doing that. I mean, kudos to this man in doing this right here. So I like that. He takes pride in his job and does it well. No balls, no strikes on the count here. How you doing, sir? Good. You're good here? You're going to go over there?
No, I'm just going to go.
Okay, bro. Ball one there. Ball's hit up. That's going to be an infield fly, and that'll be out number one there. And that was Benavides popping that one up to the second base for out number one. Brings up Mary Guzman, the pitcher now. With one out. Shows bunt. Pulled it back. So that'll be a ball right there. Trying to represent the Corpus Christi area here, the Miller Bucks trying to make the playoffs here in the winning in decisive game today. If you lose, you snooze in the 4 seeding in the 26 4A ranks. And that's what we're trying to go right here. This is a good contest between the Mustangs and the Bucks. 3-0 on the count. Now, I would assume Moffitt is going to tell her, you got to take this strike. It's 3-0 on the count. Make her throw you a strike. Let's see what Guzman does. 3-0 on the count. Castillo has her sign. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. And, Joe walks just as good as a hit. That's going to load up the bases right here in this instance. Brings up Janelle Armadillo, the number 33, the second baseman, with one out. Now, Armadillo's last at bat was an RBI single. So for her, Bucks right here, that's number 2, it looks like. Number 8. Audrey Lita. Coming in a courtesy run. Janelle in the box, and here is the pitch. And she takes strike one. Not a bad idea. You want to take a strike in this instance. Don't want to rush anything. No balls, one strike. And here comes the pitch to Armadillo. She's going to take ball one low and inside there. Same thing in this instance. A walk's as good as a hit. It'll give you an RBI. And they'll give you a little first base and give you the lead. Right now it's 3-3. In this instance, you want to just hit the ball hard. Infield's up. They're going to take the out at home. That's what they're playing for on the defensive side. Sharply hit to right field, and this one's going to go to the right field. That's going to fall in there. That's going to be an RBI single for Armadillo. Armadillo with 2 back-to-back singles and RBIs. And now we're at the top of the order in number 4, Zeta Rojas, with the bases loaded. Same thing in this instance right here for Zeta. Infield is playing up. You want to hit this ball as hard as you can out to the outfield, possibly a fly ball. And she lays off the rise ball. She looked like she wanted to go after that piñata right there, Joe. Rise ball looks like huge, a beach ball coming at you, but she wisely lays off it. 1 ball, no strikes to Zeta, and here comes the pitch from Castillo. Good block by Adame, the catcher, Elena Adame. Brings the count now 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and foul ball. Good stop there by the third baseman in foul ball territory. Now, an opportunity like this, you want to take something you can really deliver. Looks like Moffitt's just what I was saying. It was 2 balls, no strikes. Take a strike, or if you're going to swing at this ball, make sure you something you can drive and get it out of the infield. Here's the pitch, 2-1 on the count. Swung on a miss, off the glove. No play at home. Good hustle right there by Adame, the catcher, Elena, that is, because I know her sister plays also. And Castillo hustles down to cover home. Great concept right there. Hope the young softball players watching see the pitcher. You got to hustle and cover home in that instance. 2-2 on the count, 1 out. And here is the offering. Put in play. That's going to be a fair ball. Shot home in time for the second out of the inning. However, bases are still loaded. Zeta reaches on the fielder's choice. Brings up the pitch, the first baseman, number 23, Marisa Naranjo. This one's higher. Swung on a miss. Now, Marisa, same thing. Everyone's now playing back with 2 outs. Got to stay within yourself. Fouls that one back. Quickly down, no balls, 2 strikes. Castillo gets ahead right there. So now the objective right here of Naranjo, defensive swing. You want to put this ball in play, make the Mustangs have an opportunity to throw the ball. I know they can throw the ball anywhere to get the out, but Naranjo has to do something to put this ball in play. No balls, 2 strikes, and here's the pitch. Low and inside, just misses. And on the other side, Castillo just needs to throw her strike, trust her defense to make the out, or she's obviously going for the ultimate goal of striking her out and getting this third out right here. And here comes the offering. Naranjo puts it in play. That's going to go to the center fielder. She comes up, makes the play. And 1 run comes in on the bases loaded right there. Good hustle right there by the center fielder. Victoria Uribe Vela gets on her Mustang, straddles that horse, and hustles on in and makes the third out of the inning. So with that, we'll head now into the top of the 5th inning. Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee Your hometown sporting goods store since 76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
And Rio Sports Live, we're back to the action in the top of the 5th inning, folks. And let's see, leading things off right here. Ball 1 there. It's number 2, Samantha Gurkovich. Gurkovich hits it off the end of the bat. Second baseman hustles, shoots it at first. Not in time. Those are always the tough ones right there. They fall in between. Off the end of the bat, Gurkovich shows off the speed. And as I said earlier, as Uribe Vela got on her Mustang and put on the saddle and ran down that ball at center field, Gurkovich does the exact same thing, hustles down the line, and gets an infield single. Off speed, hits the 5-6 hole. And that'll put runners now on first and second. First pitch, Castillo sees, swings at it. Now no outs. So Adame comes up to bat. This is the catcher, Elena Adame. Now being in the 4-hole, predominantly you're going to let them free swing. However, in this instance, you could see some small ball right here and have them put runners in both into scoring position. So let's see what happens right here in this instance. Mary has her sign, gets on the rubber, and here's the offering. That shows no intent of bunting. Takes strike 1. Head coach over there at third, like we always talk about, they do have the wristbands. At the same time, he uses the traditional signs, indicator, and then gives signs. Adame this time shows bunt, puts it down. Guzman gets it, nowhere to go, and now the bases are loaded with no outs. So I basically called it before the ball was executed, the plan was executed. I guess he wanted her to take a pitch. And, I mean, that's kudos to the coach right there, putting the Mustangs in big scoring opportunities right here with no outs. Brings up now number 4, Ileana Rodriguez. Swung on and missed right there. Mary goes right at her. Ball hit on over third. Third gets it, shoots it on over home to Giselle. Over to first, and in time for a double play for the Bucks. Wow, what a play there. Led it off. The third baseman, Raven Barron, then Giselle quickly shifts her feet like a second baseman, shoots it down to first, and makes a double play. Wow. I mean, that's big. That is big time right there. Still have runners in scoring position for the Mustangs in second and third. And that brings up the center fielder, number 5, Victoria Uribe Vela. She takes ball 1. Two balls, no strikes, though. Now, in this instance, if you walk her, it's going to be okay. There's a base open at first. Let's see what Mary does right here. 2 balls, no strikes, and here's the pitch. She comes right at her. Hit on over short. Shorts gathers it, shoots it at first, and is in time with bases loaded and no outs. The Mustangs come up completely empty, and kudos to the defensive play of the Miller Bucks. And due to that, now we head into the bottom of the 5th. 4-3 ball game in favor of the Bucks. Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
If you wanna get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down to Staples Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staples Street brand sauce.
And Rio Sports Live, we're back to the action. And with that being said, we have right now Giselle Salinas, the catcher, coming up to bat, who made a tremendous play at home and shifting her feet quickly at the plate and throwing down to first to secure the double play. And it all started with Raven Barron there. Giselle going to try to get some things going right here. Add some insurance runs here in the bottom of the fifth. Now Giselle is just trying to do her job and get on for the Bucks. Jump out of the big old pirate ship over there that the Bucks are selling in. They're trying to sell their way into the playoffs right here. They're trying to corral these Mustangs from Ingleside. But it's a good battle. It's just one of those things. It's back and forth. Since the second inning, the Mustangs have scored a run in every inning. Giselle takes strike one. And there's that last inning with no outs and bases loaded. The Bucks prevent any runs from scoring. And that, was an intense, great defensive play by the Miller Bucks. Mustang's going to try to stop the Bucks right here in this instance at their bat. And Giselle takes 3 balls, 1 strike. This is a hitter's count right here. Moffitt's going to instruct her to take your time. Look for something you can drive. And here comes the pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes right on the outside corner. Giselle's patient. One of the major hitters from the Lady Bucks. She's being selective on the pitch she wants to hit. And here comes the offering. Castillo trying to end it here. And that's going to be a ball 4 right there. And that'll put a runner on. And that's exactly what the Bucks wanted, to get the leadoff runner on. Now batting is Isabela Campos. Campos gets under this one, hits to the left. Left fielder comes up and makes the catch. Giselle goes back. Retreats back to first. Brings up now the third baseman, number 18, Raven Barron. Barron, the third baseman, who made that spectacular play last inning. Takes ball 1. Giselle takes off. And Adame wanted to throw it, but no one was at second. I mean, she was ready to shoot that down there, but since no one was there at second, she held on, pumped it, and that gave Giselle the opportunity to steal second. And that's Elena Adame there, the catcher. But I remember back in the day when I used to play, and then in my own coaching days, if the catcher, you throw to second, throw to second. Ball 2 there. And then what we'll do as coaches is we'll talk to the shortstop or second, whoever was supposed to be there, and we'll go and get after them. Because the fact is, throw that ball down there, and the catching coaches know what I'm talking about. You're going to shoot that ball to second. Throw it to the base. Make your defensive players get there. 3-0 on the count now. Want to welcome all the viewers coming on Facebook Live. We have a little over 100 viewers on. Welcome to the broadcast here at Cabinet Softball Field. And strike one in there. Still a hitter's count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Castillo battles back right there. Giving an opportunity for her Mustangs. Trying to keep her Mustangs in this. Keeping it just to a 1-run lead for the for the home team Bucks, that is. In the bottom of the 5th. And take strike 2 there. Barron turns to the umpire and says, hey, that was a little high. But, hey, you got the final call. You're the one wearing the blue, and I'm wearing the white and purple with some gold on there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Puts that in play. Just reaches. But at least she reacted with some kindness and just explained herself. Not like in the pros. I saw it was last night. I don't think it was a Philly. I'm not too sure what team it was, but he disagreed with a call. Angel Mendez was the umpire, I think, or Angel Martinez, whatever the umpire's name is in the major leagues. Screaming and hollering. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that one's going to be ball 4. Giselle almost took off the third. And now they'll put runners now on first and second with 1 out. Brings up the right fielder, number 10, Zia Rojas. Now the Bucks came up big on the defensive side in the top of the 5th, and the Mustangs going to try to repeat that, what the Bucks did. Let's see what happens right here as Castillo offers a pitch. Ball's hit high to left field. Left fielder comes up, and that's the second fly ball that she catches of this inning for quickly now 2 outs. Brings up now the center fielder, Mariah Benavides, number 2. Ball's hit to right over the second baseman. Run's going to try to come in, and she is going to score. Giselle scores. Overthrows the catcher. There could be another run. No. That prevents a run from coming in right there. So Benavides with an RBI single advances on over to second on the throw. Giselle comes all the way around from second, scores. And Barron advances on over to third now. It's now a 5-3 game for the home team, the Bucks, in the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs. Runner still in scoring position here. Second and third. Hits it off at the tip of her bat, shoots it on her first, and Mary gets it put out there, 4-3. But some more damage is done. The Bucks get a run and give them now a 5-3 lead, and now head into the top of the 6th inning. And with that, Real Sports Live will be right back after this.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
We are the Clinton High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down to Staple Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staple Street brand sausage, featuring our new authentic family recipe for pony spices. Check out our weekly specials. Your one-stop shop for everything you need for your next barbecue: ice, charcoal, wood, and adult beverages. We are your local football head.
And Rio Sports Live, we're back to the action. Leading things off is Agnew, and she hits a shot right up the middle and leads off with a single for her Mustangs. Forgot to clear the outs. Apologize for that. Took them off right now. Mustangs coming up to bat here in the top of the 6th inning. And Agnew leads things off. Now up, Galia Davila. Good stop there by Giselle behind the plate. Doing the dirty work there. It's 1 ball, no strike. Here's the pitch from Guzman. Ball hit high to the sky in left field, and that one's going to just go foul. Long strike right there. Had the aircon on, it just raised the temperature. Saturday was a doozy. I think I got dehydrated, Joe, so got a little headache and put the fan right down on me. The vents, that is. 4 games on Saturday we were here. Ball hit on over to short. Backhanded by the shortstop. Shoots it on over to second and secures the lead out. The lead runner, that is. What a play in this deep in the 6th hole there by Isabela Campos. And Real Sports Live will be right back after this.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
And Real Sports Live, we're back to the action. Strike on the outside corner there. And Naranjo is okay. Flare up to the second baseman, over her head. Throw to second, not in time. Great attempt there by the second baseman. And that's going to be a base hit right there. So Davila will advance on over to second. That was Bullard Kaylee Bullard, that's her second hit of the game that I've recorded. As you all know, we did start here a little after the second inning due to the fact that the time change of this ball game puts runners on first and second. Ball hit sharply to right field. Right fielder makes the play for out number 2. And that's Zia Rojas, the right fielder, securing the second out of the inning. That was Bethany Aceves with a fly ball to right for out number 2. Brings up now number 2, Samantha Gurkovich. Infield single, her last at bat, showing off the wheels that she has. And ball 1 low and inside there. Our athletic coordinator, Coach Carpenter, gets a Miller Buck shirt. We're a little jealous up here. Ball hitter in the knee. That's going to load the bases up right there. Well, if we were doctors, we could say a hitter in the ACL, maybe the PCL, maybe the CL, whatever. One of those CLs up in the front there. But either way, Gurkovich finds a way on. That'll load the bases up for Audrey Castillo, the pitcher, who got a single her last at bat. Sharply hit foul. Now, Audrey is probably one of the major RBI producers and hitters of the team, hitting in the 3-hole. And they're looking for some big things from her right now at this point. Here we go. No balls, 1 strike. And here comes the pitch from Guzman. Ball 1 low on the turf. Good stop there by Giselle, preventing a Mustang from coming in. Now, Merkovich is the head coach over at third. His daughter is obviously over there at first base there. Samantha Gurkovich. 1-1 on the count, and here comes the pitch to Castillo. Hits a shot to left, and that's going to go over the head of the left fielder. That's going to be 1 run. 2 runs come in, and this ball game is tied once again. And it's the Mustangs now capitalizing right there. Castillo with a 2 RBI double. Brings in 2 runs right here. Gurkovich stops over there at third. And the Lady Bucks say, let's have a quick retreat right here. Let's talk. Let's discuss this over. We got 2 outs. Yes, there's runners on second and third. You do have Elena Adame, the catcher, coming up, who got an infield single last at bat. We were talking about that, moving people over in the scoring position when she had runners on first and second at that time, but ended up bunting a single and making that bases loaded. This time, I don't foresee her bunting. I foresee her trying to get a hit out here and trying to give the Mustangs the lead, her Mustangs, that is. She's trying to put her team on her back right now at this at-bat. At this point in the game, after Castillo delivers a 2 RBI double to tie it up. And here's the pitch. Adame gets into this one, hits it left, and the left fielder right at her, but the Mustangs come out of the stables, bunking and bronking, I guess you could say however you call it, out of the stables, and they score 2, tying this up. As you can tell, I'm not really a cowboy. It never really was, so I can't really say the right verbiage. I've only seen 1883 and Yellowstone. So that's the only way I've ever been known as a cowboy. So other than that, now headed into the bottom of the 6th inning. Rio Sports Live. We'll be right back for the Miller Bucks coming up to bat.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
We are the Clinton High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down to Staple Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staple Street brand sausage, featuring our new authentic family recipe for pony spices. Check out our weekly specials. Your one-stop shop for everything you need for your next bar.
And Rio Sports Live, we're back to the action. Bottom of the sixth, leading things off. Number 33, Janelle Armadillo for the Bucks. And she's going to take ball one there, low and inside. Armadillo, the second baseman. For the Bucks. Takes ball two there inside. With 2 balls, no strikes, Janelle looking to probably take a strike. She's going to take that at her feet. Great stop there by Adame. Yeah, I guess in situations like that, you say, do take one for the team. But that is going to sting. And she does take a strike right there. Three balls, 1 strike on the count. And here's the pitch. Shot right back up in the middle by Armadillo. And Armadillo will lead things off right here. Getting that single. Now with no outs, you got the top of the order, Zeta Rojas. I do see Moffitt calling the bunt right now at this point in the game. Wants to move Armadillo on into scoring position for Naranjo and Salinas with the opportunities to try to score her with their bats. And the Mustangs are calling out their defensive scheme, it looks like, or they're talking. No, I'm corrected. Second baseman was just tying her shoe. No outs. Zeta should be bunting this situation. And no, she's looking to swing. Takes ball one outside. Let's see if Coach Moffitt puts it on the side. Coach Moffitt over there doing a little shimmy, shimmy, shake, shake over there, telling her to relax at her at bat. And Zeta does that, and here's the pitch. Shot up the middle, and that's going to be off the base hit off the glove of the shortstop. Back-to-back singles for the Bucks. And I forgot to put my runner on there. We got both runners on now, first and second. Now do you have Marisa Naranjo bunt in this situation? I would say yes. I would say put the bunt down, put both of them in scoring position, give Giselle the opportunity to bring him in with her bat, or even Campos who follows her. There's no outs. Let's see what Moffitt calls right here. There's her hand sliding up, shows bunt, puts the bunt down. That's well hit down. Throw to first. It's not in time. It's over their head. 1 run comes in. And now it's a 6-5 game. Runners on second and third. No outs. Castillo just tried to throw that in there to the first baseman. To Rodriguez or Eliana Rodriguez over there, and just overthrew her. It was very challenged for Eliana to make that catch. Now it's a 6-5 game. Runners in scoring position for Giselle Salinas. Giselle ropes it down the line. Foul there. A little ahead of that one. No balls, 1 strike on Giselle. And here comes the pitch to Giselle. And she takes on ball low. You can even hear Moffitt over there. Nope. Telling her to lay off that one. No outs. Runners in scoring position. It's a 6-5 ball game in favor of the Bucks. Giselle has her pitch coming and takes a hack at it. That's going to go to left center, and that's going to drop in there. That's going to be 1 run. That's going to be 2 runs. Double. 2 RBIs for Giselle Salinas. The Miller Bucks have now taken an 8-5 lead after the 2 RBI double. And time is called as the Mustangs meet in the middle there, trying to settle each other down. There's a fan in the stands. She went berserk. She got a new T-shirt that me and Joe are jealous of that we didn't get from the Miller Bucks. And she's just coming out of her shoes there and wearing the jersey or the T-shirt with the last name of Benavides behind it.
Terry Benavides.
That's Terry Benavides, the fan in the stands. That, you know, I think, Joe, we need to start creating the fan in the stand of the game, the fan of the game.
Yeah.
That's something we need to start doing. I think I'm going to start implementing that as we move forward for Real Sports Live. Because you get some fans that get rowdy.
That's
Some.
Mariah's grandmother
Okay, I got you. There you go.
and Katie Brown's grandmother.
Oh, there you go. So she's a diehard Buck fan. This ball hit up high in the sky. Catcher calls for it. Castillo calls for it in foul ball territory and makes the out for out number 1. And that's Isabella Campos, fly ball right there into foul ball territory by the catcher. Now batting is Raven Barron, the third baseman, number 18. Here comes the pitch from Castillo. Strike one in there. Barron shot. Just goes foul. Now the umpire quickly put up his hands like this. You can't see me, but Coach Moffitt said, whoa, 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 wait a minute. She is smiling down there, not really arguing, but just say, hey, wait a minute, that was fair in my opinion. Of course, that's what the third base coach is going to say all the time. That was a close one. I mean, that was really, really close there. But he has the final say. No balls, 2 strikes on the pitch. Ball 1 in the turf. Brings it now 1 ball, 2 strikes on Barron. Once again, if you're coming in late to the broadcast, it's the 26-4A winning in or losing snooze game. Barron hits this sharply over at third, checks a runner at second, scooped out first for out number 2. Advances a runner on over. So with 2 outs, Salinas is on over at third now. Salinas after the stand-up double, 2 RBI double that was. Ball one high there. Now batting is the right fielder, Zia Rojas. Zia pops this one up. Shortstop goes back and makes the grab for the third out of the inning at the bottom of the 6th. But the Bucks come out of shooting out of the ship. And the Bucks have gone wild right here, going now 3 runs scored, making it an 8-5 game. And now the Ingleside Mustangs have 3 outs to score 3 runs, potentially to tie this game up, or, any more than that to take the lead. So with that, Real Sports Live, we'll be back after these messages for the top of the 7th inning.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
We are the Clinton High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live. Woo!
If you wanna get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down to Staple Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staple Street.
And Real Sports Live, we're back to the action here. Mustangs coming up to bat in the top of the 7th inning. Change that around there on the scoreboard. Apologize for that. And it's Ileana Rodriguez, the first baseman for the Mustangs. She takes ball 2 there. Now with the cold air, it's getting a little foggy on our window here. Let me turn that off. 2-0 on the count. Shot up the middle of the shortstop. Off her glove. That's going to be an error right there. And that's Isabela Campos. Just got a little too excited. That, couldn't really read the hop right there. But with that said, that error puts a runner on over at first. Brings up to bat now Victoria Uribe Vela, the center fielder, number 5. Shot to left center, and that's going to get down in the gap. And she's going to go 1-bagger. She goes 2, and now puts runners in scoring position. That's 2nd and 3rd. I can hear the fans in the stands now from the Mustangs said, "Come on, Blue, get out of the way." Well, when the Blue is on the field, he does become part of the playing field. If you run into him inadvertently, it's just part of the field. He's not doing it on purpose, trying to block anybody. He did it earlier to the Bucks. Now this time got in the way of the runner there in Eliana, or correction, in Victoria. And he doesn't mean it, but naturally as fans, in the emotional state, you're going to make some comments. Ball 1 outside. Brings up to bat Madison Agnew now, number 21. Agnew's last at bat she had was a sharp single up the middle. 1 ball, no strikes. Good stop there by Giselle there. 2 balls, no strikes on the count now. Loving all the comments coming out there. Coach Moffitt calls time there. Going back to Brian Huntley, the Wrangler Brian watching, he says. Let's go Janelle Armadillo. Go Mustangs. Go Bucks. Way to go Giselle. Vamos Vicky. Great comments. I really appreciate y'all putting that on here on Facebook World. A little over 100 viewers popping on in. Good contest to be watching right now in the winning in or a lose and snooze for the 26-4A playoffs. They're vying for the 4th seed of the playoffs, and there it goes. I got to give kudos to the umpire once again, using the duster to sweep off the plate. It looks really white from up here now, even more so that he uses a little duster there to dust off the little pebbles, the turf pebbles, that is. I always got to give the umpires a hard time, but at the same time, give them some kudos. 2 balls, no strikes on Agnew. Backdoor curve. Brings count now 2 balls, 1 strike. Fouls that one off. Now evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You poor guy overheated, yeah. Agnew hits his high over to the shortstop Campos and makes the out for out number 1 of the inning. Runners remain in the same spots. Brings up to bat now number 11, Galia Davila, the right fielder. It's a ball 1 right there. Hit up the end of the bat, and that's going to land right in front of the center fielder. Throws it on over at third. 1 run comes in. 2 runs come in for the Mustangs. Now an 8-7 ball game. And I see what she was trying to do right there. She couldn't get the runner at home, so she had her body turned sort of sideways and try to throw it to third to secure the out from the runner tagging from second, or actually just running from second to third, and just couldn't quite get that throw in there. Her body just wouldn't, the way she was contorted, just couldn't really get that ball to third. Hit off the end of the bat. Out number 2, and that's hit on over to Marisa Naranjo for out number 2. Ball 1 outside there. Now with a runner on third. Brings up Kaylee. And it looks like there was a pinch hitter coming in. I'm sorry. I know it's Bethany Aceves. Bullard was the one that grounded out to first. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Shot it over at shortstop. Shortstop gets it, shoots it at first. Not in time. This game now is tied right here. And with that, Real Sports Live, we'll be right back after this.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
We are the Clinton High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live. Woo!
If you wanna get in the game,